Downsizing Diva, and I'm here to stay. Feeling good, taking my GLP-1 medicine. One whole year, wiped away my fears. Then 60 pounds, but that's no all. I kept on going even through the storms. My A1C went down. I still have work to do. Just when you thought I was done, my high blood pressure went down too. Feeling good, taking my Tirzepatide, one left. I have a great story to tell. I'm on the road to lose 100 pounds. Can I do it in 2025? Yes, I can. Downsizing Diva, and I'm here to stay. Feeling good, taking my GLP-1
Hello, and welcome. Happy Wednesday to ya. Happy Wednesday to ya. Happy Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Happy Wednesday. I am excited to be here, but I'm going to tell you, I had to do a little bit of research about this SkinnyTok, and it made me sad. I'm telling you, it made me sad. It just put a damper on the last part of my day here. So, and I'm one of those people, I've never watched it. So I had to watch it because I had been seeing some things and hearing some things. And I was like, I'm going to sit down and dedicate like a good, hour and a half to 2 hours just listening to what people say. So I didn't do it straight back to back to back, but because I couldn't take it. But I definitely want to talk about it because one of the things that reminds me of SkinnyTok is the idea of people wanting to lose weight so fast, right? Because that's what one of the things that SkinnyTok is all about, like get it done fast. But they are so mean. Jeez Louise. And I thought, I want people to embrace more the idea of going slow and steady. And there are a lot of research-backed reasons why we should do that. I don't know a doctor that would go out and tell you to lose super fast. And if you have one, like, let me talk to them because I want to know why they're telling you that. And that's the thing. We all want to do it though. I can admit, if I could have got all my weight off in the first 6 months, now I know better. But back then when I first started my GLP-1 journey or any weight loss journey I've been on, I wanted to get it off super fast. Now that I see these SkinnyTok folks, it just turns me off and makes me want to keep going like the turtle I am. So I am going to try to play some things that I've heard. I'm going to read to you some things that I've heard. So I don't know. I should probably put up a little disclaimer that this is not me saying this. These are not my words because I don't want people thinking I'm saying this. I'm not saying this, but I'm going to be reading some other people's words. So if you watched it, first of all, let me know. Do you watch SkinnyTok? If you're in the chat, let me know. Are you somebody who has ever watched SkinnyTok? Just say yes or no. And while you guys are answering that, I'm going to greet the people in the chat. If you're watching at home, let us know. Have you watched SkinnyTok? Do you know what that's all about? I'm a late bloomer, and so I had not really watched it. I just heard about it, and so now that I've seen it for myself, I'm not impressed. I am not impressed. And actually, I'm a little bit concerned. I mean, geez, Louise, for our young people. The unfortunate thing is, though, a lot of these ladies on here that were making these comments, they're not that young. So if you're not that young and you have these thoughts, it worries me even more because at least we can blame it on youth and the not knowing. But some of these older women that saying I'm 40 and I'm 45 and they're talking this way, you got some issues going on. You got some serious issues going on. So, all right. So have you guys watched SkinnyTok? Yes or no? I want to know if you watched it, because if you were like me before now and you just heard about it, it's different when you actually watch it, in my opinion. So who do we have in the chat? And then we'll get into the SkinnyTok versus the slow and steady, slow responder weight loss of it all. So let's see. Now, let me just say too, if you're a fast responder, because I know some people who, really take well to the medicine, we're not talking about those people that, not, you're not to the extreme. You took the medicine worked for you. Now, I do realize there are people who are fast responders and they're just listening to that medicine and they may not be eating all their calories, so they have lost faster. Usually when you start to eat and normalize things, it kind of slows and evens out. And maybe for you, it's not true. Whenever I say something, it's not at all. It's, it's not everybody, because I don't know everybody. Studies don't follow everybody. So we're just talking in general here, because people tend to get offended. I say, if it doesn't apply to you, brush it off and keep moving. That's what I do. Geez, Louise, Mel to the B. She says, happy hump day, Dee Dee and friends. Okay, all right. Thank you, Mel. I like that picture too. Very cute. You look like fresh and like so fresh and so clean. Like you're just rolled out of bed, got yourself together and ready to go. What's that song? I woke up like this. How does Beyonce say that? Flawless. I woke up like this. I can't remember how it goes. But I feel like that's Mel to the B. All right. So Mel says, please like and subscribe, share the live stream, share the live stream. I said scream. I meant stream, live stream. As you enter the chat. Yes, please do. We got Brenda, Miss Brenda. I'm a proud wife of a freaking awesome hubby. I love that. Very good. Very cute. It's right in time for Valentine's Day. How about that? All right, so who else do we have? Grant, how are you, Grant Campbell? What's up, Grant? How are you tonight? Oh, Paula, how are you? She says, good evening, Dee Dee, and all you fabulous people in this chat. I'm finally 75 pounds down. That's a milestone. That's a milestone. That's a milestone. Paula, awesome job. We got to give her some confetti. I love that. Oh, gosh, don't you just love a milestone? Here we go. Here we go. We love that for you, Paula. Very good. It's so funny. I hear people saying now, we love that for you. Everybody's saying that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, who else do we have in here? We got my girl Keisha. How are you? She's saying hello. Keisha in those profile pics. Now, of course, Keisha got the red and white. We're getting ready here for Valentine's Day. You're going along with the Dee Dee theme. We love it. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. We got my girl Cookie in the house. How are you? How are you, Cookie? Let's see. Oh, I love the glasses. They are everything. So Mel is saying everyone in this mobile adapted live. Happy Wednesday. So are you guys on your mobile phones? Is that what you're saying? Yes. On Wednesdays, we chat with besties. Hey, y'all. Yay, my girl Edge. How are you, Edge? How are you, Edge? You all ready for Valentine's Day? You got your husband posted up. I was gonna say your hubby and said husby. You got your husband posted up in there. I love that. All right, Chi Chi, how are you? She says hello, everyone. How are you tonight? Okay, who else do we have? Sheila, and Sheila's in the house. I said Sheila's in the house. How are you, Sheila? Brother Paul, how are you, Brother Paul? Brother Paul, are you watching SkinnyTok? Do you check that out? I just would love to hear you give commentary on the SkinnyTok of it all. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So Paula says she's 10 pounds from her goal. That is so awesome. Hold up. Wait a minute. Nicole from Ohio. How are you? How are you? I love it. How have you been? Oh my goodness. I feel like this is the family reunion. I love it. Wait a minute. We got Sweet Bee in the house. How are you? How are you doing? Okay. Mayor Mindy. She says, hey, hey, hey. All right. Mayor Mindy, do you watch SkinnyTok? I can see you like being so annoyed. Like, okay, I'm so over this. Leslie Davis, how are you? She says, hi, everyone. Looking forward to all the interaction tonight. Well, you're in the right spot. We love it. Okay, wait a minute. We got Teddy D. Teddy, I was watching you on your walking pad today. I don't know if that video was out today, but gosh, you have slimmed down. Jeez, Louise, I love that for you. Looking good. Teddy, I'll have to give you some confetti. I saw that walking pad and I said, this brother is doing it and doing it and doing it well. We love it. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. People are saying hi. Okay, wait. I got to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Jeez, Louise. Paul, did you get the confetti, Paul? That's the only thing about this confetti is it makes you lose your spot. Okay. What, Marlene? How are you? She says hello. We got who? Oh, we have. Is that Sage Jones or Say Jones TV? Very good. So you sound like you're a content creator. Are you creating content? Look at you. You're a beauty. Okay. Dee Dee, your lighting is so good. Love it. Yes, I finally stepped my. You know what? This is a shameful thing, is Mel. I had this camera months ago, like it's a webcam, months and months and months ago. I want to say I ordered it back in May. Isn't that shameful? I'm just putting it on. Was it May or June? I can't remember. I'll have to look it up on my Amazon receipt, because if I would have known this would have made my lighting so much better, I would have did it months ago. And I've been buying all kind of lights. Jeez Louise. I mean, Mel, what does a girl tube do? Mel, can you do me a favor? And I don't know, I might get to it too before you do. I don't know, but I want to find a disclaimer that talks about bed, BED. You know what I'm talking about? Because when you talk about the skinny talk of it all, I have a feeling that some of these ladies may be suffering with that. So I just want to put up a disclaimer for anybody who's watching, that this is never medical advice. This is just our own experiences. But I need a disclaimer up because I feel like we might get into that. I mean, and when you hear some of these people, and that's another thing I want to say, when you hear some of these people's talk, let's not come at them, because I feel like in such a negative way, because I feel like some of these ladies just need help. Now, some of them come off real arrogant, confident, but I'm telling you, most people that come off super confident, it's like if you hit them in the right spot, they come tumbling down like a house of cards. I've never met a person that was overly confident that didn't have that weak spot, that you just hit them with that weak spot and they come tumbling down. And I have a feeling like this is what is going on with some of these ladies. Like some of these ladies are almost arrogant. And it's just like, why? And that has to stem from something. We all are who we are. And we get to how we are based on something. So, yeah. Now, are these comments going to upset you? Maybe, right? Maybe. But, you just, like I said, again, we just stay positive and keep it moving. But it just is. Now, if you're somebody that's indulging in skinny talk, don't come in here talking about me, because we're going to boot you out of here. My moderator is ready and she's on deck. And then when Bellflower rolls up in here, you better watch out, because you're gonna have two. So do not come in here if you're a SkinnyTok fan on YouTube, from Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you're from. Don't come in here talking to me, because I don't play. What's my name? Shay, and I don't play. Yes, I just have to say that because it's like, would I let somebody come in my house and disrespect me? No. So on YouTube, this is my house. So you SkinnyTok fans, don't come in here disrespected, because you will get booted right out. Okay, let's just establish that. You said, okay, Males is saying, everyone on the live stream, this is the mobile adapted version. Okay. Yeah, he said a couple of videos. Oh, you never heard of TikTok, the SkinnyTok? You try to avoid it. No. Okay. So, oh gosh, I'm so glad you guys, my people, this was me. And then I thought, I got to do a little research to be able to talk about it. Never watched SkinnyTok because they saw my prom pic. And what? Mindy, what? No way. Who does that to the mayor? Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. You never heard of it. Okay. Wait till I blow your mind with some of the stuff, Leslie, that these folks are saying. I mean, okay. So when I went on their TikTok on the TikTok, you had to push like a disclaimer and all of that, like, basically saying, and then they give you like support. Like if you need support, a number to call. Maybe I need to get a support number. Because I always say our kids are watching. And, what really made me sad was the idea that kids are watching. And these ladies, I mean, they kind of look like how some people may want to look. but mentally, are they together? That's what I want to know. Are you together mentally? You've never heard of it. You don't do TikTok. I thought it was SkinnyTok, like a podcast or something. No, it's SkinnyTok. Oh my goodness. I love that. My people, you've never heard of it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to learn tonight. I watch it once or twice. It's a hot mess. Yeah, I see why people don't watch it. I'm a turtle too. Welcome to the turtle chat. Okay, very good. Yes, okay. So people seen a couple of videos. I've seen it. Yeah, you could watch some stuff on YouTube. Let's see. Teddy is saying good evening. Let's see. Purple Bellflower. Look at you. I love it. Love the profile. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Don't join it. Oh, Miss Brenda. No. No, ma'am. You gotta ban yourself, Miss Brenda. Do not watch it. Do not watch it. Let's see. I love your happy. Thank you. This is my look. You're talking about my hat. My hat. I just love this hat. This hat is on point. Let's see. Tracy, how are you? Well, Miss McGee. Well, hello. Wait, Mrs. Gee. Oh, your favorite auntie. I love that. Your favorite auntie. Welcome. I haven't seen you in here. Are you a skinny talk person? Do you watch that? What is up with that? Okay, so I'm greeting everybody. All these people are saying hello. Wait a minute. Oh, Melanie, how are you? Come on into the skinny talk of it all. Marjorie, hello. How are you? Come on in. Let's see. Shay, my name twin. How are you? Okay, so what is okay, here's a question. Does anybody ever push back in the skinny talk chat or do they get kicked out? Now, I don't know because it's TikTok, right? So they leave a message, like I guess in the comment section. And I think people do push back. I think they do. Still recovering from your gallstone pancreatitis and being in critical care. No, ma'am, you were in critical care. Well, thank you, Jesus, that you're here. You're being admitted again. You were admitted again for emergency gallbladder surgery, but you're so much better than you were. Well, thank you for coming. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad. So let's give you some confetti. What a victory that is. Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. You know, I was just talking to one of my good friends, and she actually lives in Florida. And she was telling me, she called me yesterday and she was telling me she had gallbladder surgery. And I couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow, okay, all right. Okay, wait a minute. This chat is so deep. I'm missing people. So, Nicole, I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're feeling better. I'm going to add you to my prayer list. Geez, Louise, that sounds so serious. You having a hard time starting your GLP-1 journey or starting, what are we starting, Tracy? And welcome to the chat. All right, tell us what you're starting. I hope it doesn't take me a long time to get to her. Mail or Bellflower, can you text me if it takes me a long time to get to Tracy because the chat is so long? Melanie says, I've missed being here. I had a holiday blues for November, December, and just lost all of January being sick. And I see you too. Oh my goodness. Slowly coming back. Well, I'm going to give you some confetti because you are back. Jeez, Louise. Wow, you guys have to take care of yourselves. Oh my goodness. Jeez, Louise, isn't that so true when you think everything is like easy breezy, lemon squeezy, going well, always something is happening. So we got to cover ourselves with prayers. And I always in my prayers at night say, I ask for health. Health is where it's at. Okay, all right. We're glad you ladies are here. Nicole and Melanie. Okay, very good. Sending prayers your way. I'm going to add you on my prayer list. Good evening. Hello. She says, hi, Miss Sunshine Dee Dee. You look marvelous. I enjoy the skin. You enjoy the skinny. Okay, so what do you enjoy about it? I can't wait to get in these comments. Like, geez, Louise. I mean, I am just so outdone. Geez, Louise, I'm a good debater. I like to say to myself, and I would love to debate a skinny talk person. Now, should it be on wax, on a record? I don't know. Don't know about that. Thank God. That's why I've been MIA, still recovering, but so much better than I was, man. Yes. We love that. God is good. I've been missing the lights, but I'm here today. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let me get to the skinny talk of it all. Okay, Tracy said, I know nothing about it. Okay. You know nothing about it. Okay, so SkinnyTok. Let me see if I'm. People are saying. Let's see. Whose house? Shay's house. And you remember that song, Whose House, Ron's House? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, all right, yeah. So, yeah, so in this house, yeah, I'm going to protect you guys and protect my own peace. How about that? Hi, Andrea. How are you? She says, Happy Wednesday, everyone. Never, you guys are my people. You never heard of it either. Jeez, Louise. Okay, all right. I'm looking. You guys, you said you never heard of it. Okay, so Leslie says, I'm a 70-year-old mother. Still think of how my daughter would react to my choices. They never stop listening and watching my. Yes, absolutely. So that reminds me of something else I was going to say, Leslie. Okay, Grant is saying hello. What's up to everybody? Hello, beautiful. How are you? And look at that profile pic. Looking gorgeous, of course. And happy belated birthday. You know what? We're going to take a moment. We're going to sing happy birthday. I remember now. I'm like, didn't she have a birthday? Yes. So let's sing happy birthday to you. I hope you're still on here listening to it. Okay. I want to hear everybody from wherever you are. Now, my daughter is asleep for school, beautiful. So I'm going to have to forget it. I'm about to sing. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna sing loud anyway. Sorry. My daughter's birthday's coming up. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, beautiful. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Beautiful. I am color. You know, she is a content creator and she is over there doing some cool working out, telling her stories. You know, I love hearing about you and your husband and your beautiful, long lasted marriage. I love that because I'm a hopeless romantic that is not married yet. So I love that. I love that. I hope you had a great birthday. I think you went live on your birthday, and that's around the time I'm like having my kids are coming back from lunch and recess, so I couldn't join in, but I would have loved to. So I hope you had a great birthday. Yeah, I just love a good happy birthday. You're in the bushes. You listen to Skinny. You listen to it every morning. Jen, of course you do. Oh my goodness. Jeez, Louise. Okay, so I'm scrolling down. Mail to the bee. Did you find what do you call that? A disclaimer. I have my Wegovy in the refrigerator and you haven't started yet. Okay, you keep putting it off every week. I'm so scared to start. Okay, so you know what? So this is Wednesday. What's the date? What's the date, Tracy? Today is the 4th. Okay, so next week we're going to be here next week on the 11th, right? February 11th. February the 11th. I want you to let me know. What is that? Not, yeah, that's next week. That you have started. Come on now, you got to do this. February 11th. By February 11th, you should have taken your first injection. Now, maybe you should take it on the weekend because if you work, okay, this is not medical advice. I'm just saying from my experience. If you work, you might get a little tired and fatigued, but maybe not. It might put some pep in your step. Who knows? But by next Wednesday, I want you to come back and report how you feel and let us support you and let us help you on this GLP-1 journey. So I'm telling you, you just have to start, right? Start where you are. Start right now. Do whatever you need to do. If you want to take it right now, if you want to come in and let us hold your hand, you can. Whatever you want to do. You want to come on here and take it, you can. Geez, Louise, I am excited for you. Okay, so you got to start. And we all, I interview a lot of people. Most people were nervous. Now, some of them said, hey, I just wanted this shot or wanted this injection. I just wanted to do it. And I had no qualms about it. But most people, I find, are pretty nervous like you. And some people have, waited too. They had it and they waited a week or two or whatever it is. So you are in good company. I would start. So don't put me now. If you say, "Oh, Diva, I do not want to start," but you come back on the 11th and you say you're not ready to start, that's okay. We'll start the clock over. So no stress, no pressure. I love that for you, though. I can see you doing it. I can see you doing well, Tracy. You got this, Tracy. You got this, Tracy. Okay, so let's give Tracy some confetti. I'm excited. I am excited. Oh my goodness. I love it. Love that for you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. So, ooh, you started using your Peloton. Okay. On the app that Twan showed. Gotta get my treadmill steps in now. Woohoo! Yay, 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 yay. I love the exercise of it all. You know, I have a Peloton treadmill, Grant, and I barely get on it. I'm so bad. You know, it was a time when I was getting on it, and then I just got away from it. And so one of my goals is to really get back on that treadmill. It's so nice. I mean, you turn on the what do you call that? The screen. You got all these choices, all these people you can work out with. It's like having a virtual personal trainer at your house. It really is. So why am I not on it? Saying that out loud makes me even feel even worse. Okay. Hey, Dee Dee, just finished my 30 minutes of movement for today. Excellent, excellent job. Okay. All right. You've been watching me for a while on my weight loss journey. You are like, thank you. I love that. I appreciate that. And from my favorite auntie. How about that? Love it. Good evening, Dee Dee and divine folks in the chat. Okay, very good. So, you know, I'm going to give those are the Grace. How are you? How are you? I'm going to give Grant, let's go back to Grant. I'm going to give Grant some confetti because yeah, he's doing it with the exercise. I love that. We haven't even gotten into the skinny talk of it all. So let me start there. I just want to make sure I don't miss greeting anybody new in the chat. Okay. Okay. SkinnyTok is actually kicked off TikTok. However, they are incognito on other platforms. Yeah, and all you have to do is just copy this stuff and reproduce it somewhere else. So, and I think that's probably what I saw. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, if you go to like the actual chat, oh my gosh, geez Louise. Okay. You are so welcome. Yes, yes, yes. You are welcome. Let's see. Okay, anybody else? People are saying hello. You don't know what SkinnyTok is. Okay, so so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you guys for all the people that don't know, anybody new, if there's somebody new, look at the Bellflower, you are on it. Look at my mod up in here. She's saying hello to the family. Yes, thank you for giving her encouragement. You can do it. Yes, yes, yes. We love that. Okay, so let me just tell you. Okay. Oh, here's the disclaimer. Mel, I just love you. Thank you so much. This video is for educational, informational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult with a medical doctor for advice. And I have that one up. I do have one like that, Mel. That's perfect. But see if you can find one that goes along with like bed, you know, the ED of it all. You know what I'm talking about? Text me if you're not sure what I'm talking about. Or maybe I should text you what I'm talking about. Okay, let me send her. I'm gonna send her a voice text because I want to make sure I put that up there just specifically because you know, we're gonna be talking about some disordered eating. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, let me send her a voice text. Wait a minute, guys. Okay, so now you guys have told me have you heard about it or you haven't heard about SkinnyTok. So SkinnyTok is a platform. It was on huge on TikTok. And I think they started getting a lot of heat. So it came down as I think Sydney told us, but you can still find it in other platforms. You can find it on YouTube, like compilations and all kind of things. And so I think I saw this like a while back before it was probably banned, you know, like them getting it off of there. Cause now if you click, when I clicked on it just today, it took me to like a number that you could call if you're having, you know, eating disorders or anything like that. So this is some of the things that they used to say on TikTok. So I want you guys to listen and let me know how would you feel if somebody was saying this to you. So here's one of the comments. I wrote down some of the comments that got me. Some of the comments says the person was saying, I'm not going to sugarcoat it because you'll probably eat that too. What in the world? So she's talking about overweight people, obese people, fat people. Yeah, all those words are used. Another one is that this lady was going on and on about people having a cheat day. And she said, you need to have a cheat day when you've been cheating. Why do you need to have a cheat day when you've been cheating all your life? Now that one really hit me because I'm a girl who likes to have like a little splurge on on a weekend. And after listening to that, I was just like, dang, I mean, that is bold. Another thing, and I'm gonna play what I could play. Some of it had music, and I don't want to get dinged for the music. But this other lady was on there and she says, is what you eat today worth being fat all summer long? This is the chance for you to work on your weight so that you don't have to worry about how you're looking. I mean, they're so blunt when they say it. There is no sugarcoating it. Another person says, you are not a dog, so you do not need to eat any more treats. Somebody else says, why is eating the most important part of your day? If eating is the most important part of your day, you have an issue. So these ladies, these are some thin ladies, they're going on and on making these comments. Somebody else says, they are already talking behind your back, so why make your back even bigger? I mean, who says that? I'm like, what in the world? When I'm hearing this coming out of these ladies' mouths, I can't believe it. And I'm telling you, some of them sounded so arrogant, though. That's what got me. They like sounded arrogant. Like it was just like annoying, very frustrating, right? So it's like you have to turn it off or you're going to lose it. They called, the TikTok skinny land world, they call themselves skinny queens. One lady was talking and she looked like she was like, could be what they would consider a model type. And she started talking. I thought she had some sense to her. She started talking about, the thing you need to do is be consistent. She said, start with little or, small little habits and work your way up. And, she said a lifetime of eating or however many years you've been eating, not the best, right? With the healthiest choices, you're not going to change that overnight. But she's the one who said, then she went into is eating, how you want to eat, is that worth being fat again for another summer? And she started getting into the being fat for the summer of it all. And it's like, geez, oh man. And she said, when you think nobody's watching you and making comments, they are watching and making comments. So I just was like, what in the world? Another lady got on there and she talked about how you just need to do portion control. That's a big thing in SkinnyTok. Portion control, losing the weight fast. Now, I heard this one talking about you really need to count your calories. She was saying you need to count your calories so you can know what you're eating. But Mel, you're going to love this. She said eating and tracking your calories is way easier than trying to burn calories exercising. And she was like, 500 calories of salad is the same as 500 calories of protein. Watch how much you're eating. Now, I didn't catch how much some of these ladies said they were eating, but they were small. So I don't know. I can't imagine them getting a lot of food in, but I'm not going to venture to say what they're eating. The whole idea of TikTok is no cheat days, no Christmas snack, no Thanksgiving snack, no birthday treat, no none of that extra. It's all or nothing. You either eat the way you're supposed to eat under a certain amount of calories or you don't eat anything. You don't, there is no in between. There is no moderation, of course. So there is no everything in moderation. So what do you guys think about those comments? What do you think about those comments? Can you believe somebody is actually saying that on air, like on the platform? Walking into the chat from Big Man Talk. Greetings, Dee Dee and Diva Nation. Okay, all right. So let's see. Mel said, did she respond? Okay, let me see what Mel is saying. Okay, I don't know if Mel got my message or not. Jennifer, I've been taking my Zepbound shots for 38 weeks only in my abdomen. Wow, 49.9 pounds. Should I be trying other areas? But that is great, though. That is great. I would rotate. One of the things I did was when I started not losing, when I was like really in my zone of losing weight, I call it my zone. I started doing it in my arm and it shook something up. It shook the fat up in my arm or something. Because I'm telling you, I started to lose. And then once that kind of calmed down, and I went from left to right, right to left. And once that kind of stopped, then I started my thigh. I never really get good results to me in my thigh. But, I know people that do and love it. So Mel, so that's an overall medical advice. I wanted the one specifically for if you have oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, here you go. Oh, this chat must be long. This chat, okay, I'm not that far behind. This message was at 9 and it's 9:07. The content discussed may be, thank you, Mel, triggering for some viewers. If you are someone you know is struggling with the BED, please seek help from a qualified healthcare professional. Okay, very good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, very good. Thank you, Mel. Okay, I didn't see it. I had not scrolled down enough to see that. Okay, so she put it back in there. Mel is on it. She put it in there a million times. All right. So what do you guys think about the SkinnyTok, those comments? And so now I am going to play. I'm going to play something. If it, something happens, I'll just get it out of there. But I'm going to play, and you guys let me know what you think about the SkinnyTok of it all. And you guys might be saying, this is why I say, I think slow and steady is a good pace to go. Now, everybody can't go slow and steady. Some people react to this medicine. It's all they can do to eat. It's all they can. So we're not talking about you, right? We're talking about the people that do feel like they have some control on the process, right? Because some of us don't. Some of us are going to lose slow and steady no matter what. Some of us are going to not lose at all at first. But research shows that people catch up eventually and start to lose. So all hope is not lost. If you're losing fast and furious, eventually you're either going to slow it down because you're going to reach your goal, or you are going to get it into a stall or a plateau, and it's going to slow down for you. So all of our journeys are different. So we know that. So again, I'm one of those people. If it doesn't apply to you, dust yourself off and just keep it moving, right? Don't soak it in like if it doesn't apply to you. But this is what these ladies are saying. So I'm going to play this. And this is why I think when girls are watching, we kind of have to be careful what we're saying and doing. And even our demeanor too. I think that's important as well. All right, so this lady, I'm not going to show you who these people are, but if you can listen, I'm just going to put it up. Let me turn up my volume, and you can hear some of this for yourself. But this is the culture out there. This is how some people feel about, the weight loss of it all.
Eat clean, count every calorie, exercise. Then the weekend comes in and you reward yourself by stuffing your face, right? Also, how many of you felt guilty after your cheat day? Because I know I did. That is why I turned into intuitive eating, and it gave me freedom. I eat what I want, when I want, without the guilt, and it's the best decision I ever made for my health. Also, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be easy. You will feel hungry at first, but you need to find your balance. But anyway, before you hop on the intuitive eating train, ask yourself, is being skinny worth it to you? But if you commit, it's a game changer. So yesterday was a Thanksgiving, and I'm going to tell you what I ate. I ate once. Yep.
So this is the same lady. She's talking about what she ate for Thanksgiving.
Today. And it wasn't like intentional. I usually eat twice a day and a snack, sometimes no snack. So our Thanksgiving dinner was around like 4 p.m. And let me insert my plate very quick. So this was my dinner. Okay. Also, I had 2 glasses of rosé. Cannot forget about the rosé. But yeah, this is what I ate. I didn't have any dessert, so that was my meal. And if I know there is some type of celebration, going out to a restaurant or Thanksgiving, I will make sure that I'm saving the room for a bigger meal. And so far, it's been working great. So I've lost 100 pounds naturally, and I want to share with you a quote that's kept me on track with my meals, my workouts, just my overall goals in general. And that's eat for the body you want and not for the body you have. You may not want to meal prep, or you may not want to go to the gym or hop on the treadmill for extra steps, but your future dream body is going to be meal prepping, is going to be walking, is going to be active in general. So implementing good habits right now is so important, is so important. And I wish back then that I knew this is what it's going to take. When I did way more, I just felt lost. Like I didn't really know what to do. I wasn't implementing good habits. And I wish that I would have done that. So this is a friendly reminder. Do what you got to do for the body you want in the future.
Now,
It's so much easier.
Now that advice, I don't think that's bad advice, right? I just think that under eating is the problem with that message there.
I'm skinny and hot, and let me tell you why. Number 1, I have to go out soon to meet my husband, meet some friends, and I don't know what I'm wearing, but I know that my body is out there. I
She said, I'm skinny and hot. And I don't know what I'm wearing, but I don't have to know because I can fit everything in my closet because I'm skinny and hot.
Whatever the hell I want and not have like a meltdown in my closet. And that's great. That's like an everyday preference for me. Number two, I'm pretty stressed with like work right now. And you know how amazing it is to go into the bathroom and to wash your hands and look in the mirror and to be like, oh, I look good. So I can handle whatever comes my way. I'm not having a breakdown with work and being like, oh my God, I'm fat and I'm ugly too. Number three, I used to be heavier.
Did you hear that? She said, I can look in the mirror and I can say to myself, wash my face and say to myself, you know, I can handle anything that comes my way because I look good. And I don't have to worry about, you know, I'm having a bad day and I'm fat and ugly too. Oh my gosh.
So as I said, a little stress at work right now. When I'm stressed now, I'm not turning to food. I have chocolate chips right here in front of me that I put my yogurt before. I'm not eating it by handle as I used to. So I'm able to work through these feelings, these challenges, and I'm so proud of myself. That's amazing. Number four, I have so many plans this summer. We are traveling like every single weekend. This weekend coming up as well, and it is just so amazing to be like, I don't even care what I'm packing. It's gonna look good. I'm not worried about what restaurants we're going to because I know I can eat whatever I want. I'm not worried about feeling all over because I know how to handle myself, and that's because I now want to stay skinny. Number five, I'm in my prime. Your prime can be whatever age, but like I'm in my prime. I'm in my young 30s. I every day gets better, and I thank myself that I took the time to fix myself.
Now I'm going to say, this lady says she's in her 30s. I thought she was in her 40s. I mean, I really did.
And all of that, and get skinny and get hot because why would I waste one life in this body? You may already know that creatine is one.
All right, so there you have. This is a commercial, so I have to turn that off. But yeah, so these ladies are on there now. Some of their advice is not that bad, but it's just that it's like it's an extreme. It's like cut your calories down so much, and that's why I think some of us say that this GLP-1 kind of reminds us of diet culture because of the whole cutting your calories so low. But you know, someone said to me a long time ago when I started my journey, and somebody said to me recently, you know, let the medication do its job. If it's cutting your calories and stopping you from eating, let it do its job. And so that's a thought, right? That's a thought. Because if I really, I track my calories, I make sure I'm getting in between. 600 is ideal for me, 600 to 1800. Which is probably why I'm losing slow and steady, right? But, I know people that are eating 14, 13. I see people 1,300, and I hear people saying, I forgot to eat. And if you're one of those people that are, forgetting to eat or eating a few calories, and however you're doing that, I think that's okay. Just don't make it a habit, right? Because we all fall down and get right back up. But I think not making that a habit, because what happens is you just mess up your metabolism. Like I'm a witness to that. When I was on 12.5 milligrams of Mounjaro and couldn't eat, it just really zapped my appetite. I felt full. Like if I ate something, I was just going to burst. And so it was uncomfortable. So I didn't eat. I was drinking those protein shakes. I didn't even really, I don't even think I loved the bars at that point, a protein bar, because I just didn't want to eat. So as a result, I, went and got my DEXA scan, and it wasn't the best. It wasn't what I was hoping for. One good thing is I did lose a little bit of that visceral fat, so that was good. But my metabolism went way down. So in order to burn calories, like a lot of calories, I got to rev it up, because he said eat more protein and do more working out, because my metabolism was kind of shot because I wasn't eating, right? That's going to bring it down. So in other words, it's going to take me more energy and exerting more energy and effort to burn what I'm eating than somebody who has a higher metabolism. It reminds me of like putting, logs on a fire. I'm going to have to put a ton of logs on my fire to keep it going. Whereas somebody else their metabolism is working with them, they won't have to do exert as much effort, because when they're at rest, their body's going to be burning calories. When I'm at rest, I'm just at rest. So I don't want that. I got to fix that. But yeah, so this is just some of the stuff on SkinnyTok. I mean, these ladies, and actually those weren't the worst ones where some of the ladies were saying that. Some of the worst ones had music and I couldn't play the music. But just to give you an idea, now these ladies are thin. The one that was in the middle talking about the second one I played, she has muscles. She's very thin, but she has muscles, and you could tell she strength trains and works out. Well, I don't know. She looks like that. I mean, I'm assuming I don't even want to say assume because you know what they say about people who assume. But she looks like she works out. Most of the women used to be overweight, yes. And the one lady said, Jen, she's like, you know why I could talk about this? Because I used to look like that. So okay, so if you used to be overweight, did you like how it felt when people talked to you a certain way when you were overweight? And so I think the fact that they were overweight before is even to me more disturbing, because why are you talking to people like that if you were overweight? That's like if you were homeless and then you run across somebody else that's homeless, you're going to kick them while they're down. You were there once before too. And only for God are you out of that situation anyway. So, and if you think it's all you, time will show you that it was not. So I just think that you got to just be a little bit more kind. Like, I just feel like you should have even more empathy, even more sympathy, because you know what people are going through. And I don't care what anybody says. To me, in my experience, tough love is great, but harsh love doesn't work. Tough love is like, maybe giving you a nudge. Being harsh, which these ladies are, is not working. That just probably will drive that person into going to eat even more. And you have to remember too, you might be saying, well, this will never affect me, but we all have aunts, we all have nieces. I'm not for nothing, not just the women, men too. We have aunts, we have uncles, we have nieces, we have nephews, we have, BFFs, we have all kinds of people in our lives that we care about. And this could affect any of them. And you have to remember, it's something mental going on when you have any kind of disorder like to this degree. And I think these ladies have something going on in their mind that's not regulated. It's not regular, because that kind of thought is extreme. It really is. It's very extreme. And I would just, if these girls have daughters and you're talking to your daughters the way you're talking to people on video, just imagine what kind of self-esteem their daughter has. I would imagine it's not very high. It can't be. It cannot be. So there's that. It sounds like diet culture analysis to me. Yes. So a lot of you guys have not. So tell me in the chat, because a lot of you guys said you had not heard of Skinny Chat. So a lot of Skinny Chat, SkinnyTok. Let me put the word up there, because a lot of people were like, I had not heard of that. I'm going to put SkinnyTok up there. So I want to know from you guys, are you losing fast, or would you consider yourself slow on your journey, your weight loss journey? And then for our newbies or people who haven't even started, let us know. Would you want to lose fast, or would you be okay with losing slow and steady on your journey? Would you be okay with being what they consider a slow responder? Somebody who, maybe maybe a slow responder is somebody who haven't really lost maybe a couple pounds in like 4, 5, 6 months. So yeah. And I give that person a lot of credit that still hangs in there and still, stays on that journey. Because wouldn't that be very frustrating? But people have done it. So I don't want to rule folks out. I was trying to find SkinnyTok. Here it is. I don't have to put it in the in this banner. So because people were like, what is SkinnyTok? Well, that's why, Sydney, because when I went today to look for it, you're right, it was not there. Oh, geez, Louisa won't let me put that up there. Oh, here it is. I already had it on here. Okay, so that's how you spell SkinnyTok. SkinnyTok, capital T. Okay, SkinnyTok. All right, so what are you guys saying? So has your weight loss been slow? Has it been fast? If you had to pick one or the other. Hey, MVP. Hey, Roma. How are you? So if you had to pick one word, and if you're in the chat, we have like 63 people watching. If you're watching from home or wherever you're watching from, let me know. Has your weight loss been slow, or has it been fast? Like, which one, if you had to pick between one or the other, if you can't pick either, you're just so in the middle, you could just say, I'm just kind of like in between. What do you guys think? The thing is, Sweet Bee says, I don't need to judge anyone else's choices, and it's none of my business what anybody thinks of mine. Yes, I agree with that. They are pretty sure of themselves. And she said, is this the Mean Girls movie? I know, it kind of reminds you, right, of the Mean Girls. It's crazy. Brenda, thank you, Paula and Purple Bellflower. I grew up in that culture. I'm definitely going to start So you're going to go on there. Well, it's not on there anymore. So I don't know if it's another place you could go to get to it. Hello, how are you? I don't know if you could go to the go somewhere and get to it. But yeah, it's on YouTube too. It is on YouTube. All right, Mel says small bodies don't automatically equal healthy lives, and grown women are finally waking up to that. That is so true. That is so true. And we were just talking about that, how I don't know who it was, an ailment came across somebody, and we were saying that just goes to show you. Remember, I was talking about my girl Tina Turner, and I was saying, I never knew she had so many issues, and really her issue, which affected her kidneys, was her blood pressure. She said she, went natural. She did natural remedies for blood pressure. She said she never took medicine. She didn't believe in taking the medicine. And she said that she wished in hindsight she had, because she didn't realize it was damaging her organs. So, I mean, there you go. So I think the fact that we are taking this GLP-1 medication, I think that's a great thing, because people will say, well, you don't know what's going to happen. Somebody actually really recently here, somebody wrote in my comments, it was an older video, and somebody wrote in my comments, about taking the medication, and, what are you going to do? And, when this turns out to be like fin. And I said, well, I said, we've come a long way with research since the whole fin debacle. And I said, and I know what was going to happen to me if I had continued on the road I was on. So I am happy to take this road and see where it leads me. And I said, when you are proven wrong, come back and leave a positive comment. Positive vibes only on this channel. And they didn't respond yet. So I don't know if they saw it or they just did not respond. But yeah, people always say that. When they say that, you know what I say to people? I say, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. But I say, don't judge everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Just do your thing. Like, why do you feel the need to come on in a comment and tell somebody? And you know what? If you really want to save the world, start a YouTube channel and say that on your channel. Too many people aren't going to see your comment, but you just wanted me to know that. And they were respectful. One thing I will give this person is they were respectful. And that's why I came, and I would come back anyway with a response in the best possible way, but let them know, like, we don't do that over here. So yeah, so I'm interested to know if they come back in some years, if this, if it proves to be wrong. And so far, I'm almost 2 years on it, and I'm still walking around, breathing, living my best life, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. Love that. Hold up. Wait a minute. We got a new member. Oh, let's check out. Oh, Grant, how are you? Grant, wait a minute. It's not letting me go to it. Bam. We got a new member. Welcome to Grant. Welcome to Grant. Okay, let's give Grant some confetti. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Grant. We love it over here. We're living our best lives over here. Sounds like a lack of empathy. Yes, mask and advice. Very good. Yes. Wait a minute. Grant is giving out. How many times? It says Grant is a member 4 times. What is going on? Grant, thank you 4 times. Jeez Louise. He says supporting is the only way to be. I love that. Thank you. Absolutely, Dee Dee. Empathy is key. Yes. Okay. Wait a minute. Canadian Queen. Wait a second. Let me come back to that, because you're telling us how to make some milk from scratch. Jeez Louise. Talk about a chef in the house. Okay. All right. Wait, who was bullied, Bellflower? I'm missing all these comments. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I saw Jen told us about that. Okay, so wait a second. You said all I hear from these uneducated SkinnyTok is blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's crazy. You see the humor in it, but for those who don't, I guess it's hurtful. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it is hurtful, I think, especially because we're slimming down and coming down. But just imagine what if you aren't slimming down and coming down? So I like to think about those people too. Well, what you eat is actually 80% of the battle. You can't out exercise an unhealthy diet. No, and I always say that, and I don't even try to. And sure, in my past, I've said that line before about nothing tastes good as skinny feels, but I know better now, so I do better now. Very good. I love that. Let me give you some confetti. When you know better, that's one of my sayings, you do better. Jeez, Louise. When you know better, you do better. And you know, what can you say about that? Okay, very good. Hey, MVP, how are you? Come on in. Let's see. Yes, let's see. I was bullied most of my life, but now I'm 54. I find stupidity amusing. I do have compassion for anyone struggling. I don't want to hurt anyone. Yeah, and a lot of people are struggling. That's why I'm learning on this GLP-1 journey. But she says, for me at this point in my life, I'm going to amuse myself. Maybe I'll push back and stir the. I read that part. Very good. Dee Dee, I thought you meant Dee Dee. Around now. Okay, let's see. Okay, what are you guys saying? Let's see. I'm going to be fat and ugly and sad. But you know what? You posted a beautiful pic of yourself today on Instagram. I thought that was a beautiful pic. So you are not ugly by any means. Okay, let's see. That space is toxic when thinness is treated as a virtue instead of health being the goal. Yes, I agree. I really agree with that too. Let's see. Now, Grant, let me ask Grant, because let me ask. I don't know, Grant, I don't know why why yours is doing it 4 times. Did you gift memberships? I don't know. Okay, so which of you did? I just want to say thank you and give you some more confetti. Let's see. Supporting is the only way to be. I saw that. Okay, utmost respect for anyone going through it. Yes. You lost at medium speed. Okay, I get that. Slow responder, type 2 on Mounjaro. Me too. Very slow, but I'm 57 and can't work out due to injury. Okay, very good. That's okay. Very, very slow. That's okay. I'll take very, very slow over nothing. Yeah, we got to think about it in that context. I don't take tough love from strangers on the internet. Bullying dressed up as care is not for me. Yes. And I agree. On the internet, it's kind of inappropriate, your families, I'm sure, have given you, or I don't know, my family has given me tough love. And I say, come with a nice way, though. I can see tough love. Families think that, but actually, I don't really think that really works. I think what works is support and like holding your hand, letting you know that they have your back, doing things with you. I remember, one time, I said that to my mom, like, I want support where you're like doing things with me. So she went to exercise. We started going to the gym and working out together. And my mom never worked out. She never worked out. And always had the nice body. Bam, bam, bam. Never worked out. She didn't have muscles though. So she did not have that. But she just had she was very shapely and small but very shapely. And I always thought like, gosh, I would want to shape like her, so maybe I'll get one. All is not lost. Maybe eventually I'll get her shape. But yeah, so yeah, I agree. Tough love, yeah. But sometimes I do have to give my daughter some tough love. I will say that, dear. And now off the internet, no. I thought I was losing average until some people said I'm losing too fast. Okay, very good. Too fast. What is too fast, Miss Brenda? Now I'm going to tell you. Sometimes when I see people who've lost the same amount of weight in like 9 months, 90 pounds in 9 months, to me that's fast. 80 pounds in 8 months, that's fast. But it's nothing wrong with that. If losing fast, to me, is if you're doing it in a healthy lifestyle changing ways. If you're skipping meals and not eating, I don't think that that's the best, but for you, I mean, that's what you're doing. So I think that that's okay. So I would consider that fast. Now, Eli Lilly, I'm going to tell you, let's see what Eli Lilly considers fast. Now, if you're on semaglutide, I don't have the data for them, and only because I'm not taking that, but I can get it for the next week if you want it. Actually, Eli Lilly calls it early responders. And they lost more than 5% of their starting body weight by week 12 of the treatment. So, and they were either on 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, oh gosh, 15. Jeez Louise. So they were titrating up quick, huh? But yeah, so that's what they say. Okay. And then if you were a late responder, see, they call them late responders, early responders, slow, early responders kind of reminds me of like the slow responder, but they call it early. And then slow and steady were people who started slow, but most of them caught up. So it says by week 72, this is interesting. This is what I found interesting in that study. And that SURMOUNT-1, now they've had another study come out since then. Nearly 1 in 5 participants started slow, but most caught up. By week 72, 90% of them lost at least 5% of their weight, and many saw double-digit reductions. So if you're losing slow and steady, the message is that's okay. Eventually, you may, get to where you are losing at a more rapid pace, or I don't want to even say rapid, maybe more consistent. But remember, between a half a pound and 2 pounds is what's considered a healthy range. So I love that. Very low to that higher end. And some people average out to like 3 and 4 pounds a week. If you do, I would say you are a fast responder, and that's okay. So I don't think it's like one is better than the other. I just think you have to be okay with whatever you are, right? And if you're not, if you can do something to tweak it and you speed up your weight loss or you slow it down, then, you have the right to do that. So let's see. Okay, so MVP, your loss was in the normal range. You averaged 1.5 pounds per week by the time you hit your goal weight. Healthy rate is between 0.5 and 2. Excellent, yes. I was just saying that. I love that. Okay, very good. Normal range. You want to be a super responder, but at last it wasn't meant to be, and that's okay. Well, I love that you're okay with it. I really do. 60 pounds, 5 months, or what? 60 pounds, 5.5 months. Or are you saying 5 milligrams, perhaps a little quick, I guess. Okay, very good. 60 pounds in 5 months. Yeah, that is pretty quick. Okay, very good though. Good for you. Let's see. Oh, Devin, how are you? He said hello. Devin is our resident body. I don't know if you're a bodybuilder, but you probably could be one. Yvette is saying hello. Oh my goodness. Rita, how are you? She says, go Dee Dee, go Dee Dee. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's really not my birthday, but is it? Is it my half birthday? We were just singing happy birthday to I Am Beautiful. Beautiful I Am Colored, I should say. Let's see. Okay, Canadian Queen. I need to go back to your message about the milk that you make, because that's interesting. I think I scrolled right past it. Similar journey for me, Canadian Queen, being down 25 pounds feels much better on my joints. I surely want to lose more. And that's okay. I think that's okay. You will. I think if you stick with it, you will do it. Let's see. Did I miss Canadian Queen? Let's see. Hello, Dee Dee and chat, mods and chat. Hope all are well today. Here's a tip. I started making my own protein milk using a 1/2 cup of hemp hearts and 1/3 cup of pumpkin seeds and 4 cups of water, pure and clean and cheaper. Geez, Louise, and it must taste good, huh? Protein milk. Okay, very good. Now, I wonder if it beats that Fairlife, because I'm telling you, that Fairlife protein milk, I'd love that. Talk about protein something. I have a video coming out tomorrow about a good protein snack that I want you guys to try. So I did a little review. Now, I do not like to eat on camera. That is not my thing, but I'm telling you, I had to do a review. I had to do it. So I want you guys to watch that and let me know. And I want you to try this snack. I want you to try this snack. Now, some of you may not be cool with the snack, and I'm going to give you a heads up. It's not a protein bar. It's not a protein bar. But yeah, so when you see that video come out tomorrow, click on it. And while we're talking about videos, I do want to say on Friday, I wish I could premiere this video, but I really can't because the person I am interviewing, our time zones are so different. So you guys know this really kicked it off from my girl Jo. We did an interview and you guys just embraced her, the DD channel, and now Jo has blown up. She is blown up on YouTube. I consider her. I told Jo by the end of this year, I say she's going to be at 50K subscribers. I really see her doing that. She is just, you know, capturing the hearts of everybody. But we did some chatting. And we talked about her being 100+ pounds down. And the great thing is she could walk again. Look at that before and after. I mean, just give my girl some props. Cheers to Jo. Cheers to Jo. And, you know, Jo says that I'm her mentor. And I just think that's so funny. She, and, you know, because she has overtaken me, her mentor. And Jo is on here. I told Jo, I said, you're not only going to get you a YouTube channel, you're going to get you a husband, honey. She is on here. I said, Jo was struggling to get up and walk around. Now she's on here and she's like, let me show. This is Jo. Bam, bam. She's in that camera. Let me move my shirt down a little bit. Bam, bam. Jo. So I just love Jo. So we chopped it up. We had a good little interview, and she wanted to come back on here and just talk about, she has a new venture going on. So I, you know, just to hear her story, you know, she reveals a little bit more because I think when she first came out, she was embarrassed to say some of the struggles she was having. And she has a lot of health issues going on, not for nothing. But when I tell you she looks good, she looks good. And she is, you know, she cooking. She's like we say, doing it and doing it and doing it well. So I want you to check out that interview. I'm going to release that on Friday. And again, she won't be on here to live chat, but, you know, she'll come back. You know, one thing I learned about Jo when we first interviewed in June, it was June. And one thing I learned about her is we're birthday twins. Our birthday is on the exact same day. And she is so kind, so caring. And if you, and I consider myself that too. And I'm told that. So I, you know, not that I'm giving myself these titles, but I do pride myself in being kind and caring. And I'm often told that. And we are cancers, and cancers are that way. And let me stop talking about it before I break down and cry, because that's another cancer trait. So emotional. So I want you to check that out. Check out my video tomorrow. Okay, let's get back into the skin. I'm talking about SkinnyTok, and I got a video coming out about a snack tomorrow. How about that? Okay, so I believe in, though, everything in moderation. And two, you know, you can't do it. Like, you know, what happened to me in December? I'm a slow and steady turtle. And what happened to me in December is, you know, I just was off my routine. I was going to, you know, my cousin's house, going to funerals, going to, you know, social events, going to birthday dinners, going to Christmas functions. And I wasn't always cooking dinner. I was having a lot of grief, you know, just like waiting till, you know, nighttime. I would be bawling my eyes out, crying my eyes out, just thinking about my mom. My mom's birthday is in December, and normally I'm celebrating her birthday. It's really not very many tears, but because her BFF passed, I was, you know, told you guys, I felt like my mom was like, you know, it was just like another person who loved a connection, loved my mom and a connection to my mom that was gone from the earth. So it just had me in a tizzy. So I wasn't really working out. I wasn't on my schedule. I just was not doing my normal 1, 2, 1, 2 on point. And so as a result, I didn't make my 100 pounds, but that's okay. I reset that goal. And as a result, I really wasn't working out. And it's been a struggle to get back to the working out consistently like I was doing. And it's been also a struggle to get on that walking pad. Remember, I've had that goal for a couple of months now. But one thing about me is I'm going to reach a goal. So I might not reach it when I plan it, but that's okay. I'm going to refocus, restructure, and I will meet the goal. So I kind of gave myself a new goal and a kind of a new time. It took the pressure off myself because I was feeling pressure to, get it done, get it done, get it done. And I don't need to feel that pressure to get it done. I need to feel the pressure of, I don't need pressure anyway, but I need to feel like, I'm just doing this how I'm doing it. Like, just back up off me. And so I feel like I'm going to get there, and I just kind of needed a little extra support. So my Downsizing Diva, inner circle group, shout out to those ladies. And, they just been holding me down, giving me some support. They got me back walking, and, getting me started. And, I just love that. I appreciate that. Let's see. Okay. All right. So with that said, let's keep it moving. I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but I did. Okay, so let me ask you guys. A lot of you haven't watched SkinnyTok, so some of these aren't going to be appropriate. So I'm just going to tell you, for us on the GLP-1, a lot of women, especially women that are on my channel and follow me, we're dealing with a lot. We're dealing with hormones, we're dealing with stress, we're dealing with perimenopause and menopause, we're dealing with plateaus, we're dealing with life in general. And actually on Sunday, and I'm saying this, so I got to get on it, but on Sunday, I'm going to be talking about my update with my whole perimenopause and menopause, just that adventure. It's been an adventure. And I'm going to give an update about where I'm at, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I'm going to tell you what happened. And it wasn't great. The reason why it took me so long, because I was so angry about it. So I've kind of calmed down. I have learned for myself not to talk about stuff when I'm so angry about it, just to give myself time to calm down. And I'm just disappointed. So I went from being in disbelief to being angry to being disappointed, and now I've kind of just got to figure out what I'm going to do, which I'm going to share because I do know what I'm going to do. So I'll be posting that video on this Sunday coming up. So when you see that, click on it so you can see what's up with the Downsizing Diva, because I think what I'm doing for myself is going to make hopefully a big difference for me. So okay, so one of the things I want to know from you guys is what's one thing you were doing before that you are not doing? What's one thing you're doing now that you were not doing when you were taking the GLP-1? Because I think some of the messages in SkinnyTok is, of course, fast, right? You got to go fast. Fast dropping that weight. We don't have time to waste. We got to drop fast. They push being restricting. You can't have a treat. Remember, she says treats are for dogs. Isn't that so just like so mean, girl? It glorifies your before and after. And I mean, honey, they will flash up that before. So Jen was right, because I saw a couple of ladies saying, you know what, I could say this because I was fat before. So they're flashing that. They barely talk about maintenance, though. They talk about the now, like restricting those calories, restriction. And we know the human psyche is, if you restrict something for so long, it makes you want it even more. So I would love to see these ladies down the road, years from now. I always like to say that. I always love to see people years from now to see if they can maintain whatever they were doing. Yeah. So, it also, I think, when we listen to those comments, it can kind of make you feel like you're not doing enough. You're broken. Why did I let myself get in this position? And if you are somebody who is sensitive to all that, don't watch a SkinnyTok. Don't watch people berating obese people, overweight people. Stay out of that genre, because it's going to make you, stress out. And one of the things I noticed was, they talk a lot about restriction and calorie restriction, and they talk about protein, but she was like, protein, 500 calories of protein is like 500 calories of salad. And we know in the GLP-1 community, protein is first. Like, so, that we don't want to go with that idea. And just think of a child is hearing this, or kids that are very, at some point, your brain doesn't fully develop. So these kids are soaking this all in, thinking this is the way to go, thinking if I want to look like that, I got to be so restrictive. Then I can't keep it up. And then that's when the downhill effects take place, because then they start blaming themselves and all of that. And, we want to get out of that. We know adults do that. And we don't want kids to do it, because a lot of us started with these, I would say, behaviors that weren't healthy. We started so young. A lot of us. Now, some of you just said you started, as you got to be an adult, or when you had your first pregnancy and gained weight, or when you started being in, perimenopause or menopause. But whatever the case is, we want to make sure that people are, just knowing the right thing to do. And I'm not going to say the right thing. I'm going to say the healthy thing, right? Because the healthy thing to do. All right, so you said, I thought I was losing average until some people, okay, we talked about that. You're slow, very good. D, how are you? I can relate to you. I'm actually glad I'm a slow loser, because I had a lot of diet culture junk in my head that had to go. If you are a fast responder, no shade to you at all. Yeah, it's no shade. Okay, Round Mound, no shade. Round Mound was fast, and we love it. Let's see. What is Darium saying that we're amen into that? Oh, it's not taking advice from the internet, folks. I love that. I find it, Dee, I'm relentless. I'll find it. Okay, all right. Let me know if you find it too. I would love to lose fast in the beginning. Okay, Tracy says, and maintain, and then slightly slower. Okay, but not too slow. That would send triggers to my mind. Yes. So I want you to go get your mind right, because you just don't know how your body's going to react. And I want you to not give up, though. If it goes slow, do not give up. Come to this live. Let us know what's going on. There's so many people that you might find somebody in you that you can relate to. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's Paula. Maybe it's Mel. Maybe it's Darium. Maybe it's, Grant. Anybody, maybe it's Round Mound that is losing super fast, or lost his weight super fast, he said. But so any of us you can relate to. And I want you to, just don't give up. Whatever you do, tweak what you're doing, but don't give up. So it may not happen like that, but that's what you want to happen. I get that. You haven't lost on 7.5, 10.5. I'm trying 12.5 this Friday. Okay, very good. All right. So have you had, though, Canadian Queen, some non-skill victories that you can hold on to? One of mine is, I'm doing it right now. I love this jacket. This was my traveling jacket. Look at the arms on this jacket. You guys see that? I love a good arm. So the arms on this jacket, I could not wear this jacket. I was like the Pillsbury Dough person, like squeezing in here, popping out. And this jacket, I want to say this jacket might be a size 12. It's made bigger though, so they got your food a little bit, but 12, 14. I could not wear this jacket. Now I could wear the jacket. Look at it. I mean, look at it. And so yeah, this is a non-skill victory. So if I have not lost, I still hold on to that and think, okay, my clothes are fitting better. And that is what keeps me going when the scale is not moving. I always say that in my videos. You guys probably thought it was scripted, but no, it's just words out of my mouth, because that's so true. Let's see. My weight loss was normal, in the normal range. I averaged 1.5 pounds per week. By the time I hit my goal weight, healthy rate is, yes. I think I read that. Did I read that? I'm so far behind. What am I doing? Okay, I'm scrolling down. All right. Never fear, Nora is here. Yes. I love that. Hi, Nora. Okay. Devin says, yeah, trying to be safe and not get hurt. You have to be safe. Devin, you've been leaving some nice comments on my videos. I appreciate your knowledge. I really do. I love that. 97 pounds in 9 months would probably have been faster if I hadn't gained a few over the holidays. Miss Brenda, that is excellent. All right, so Miss Brenda, we're going to give you some confetti. We love that for you, Miss Brenda. That is amazing. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, so let's play a quick game, guys, before we get out of here. Joe is a superstar. I just watched your interview with her. Oh, you did. And yeah, that was way back. Doesn't she look different? You can even see, even I do. You can even see on the video. And she's so funny. I'm going to tell you a behind the scenes. Well, I'll wait till after the video comes out. I'm going to tell you a behind the scenes, something that went on with that video. It was hilarious. I'll tell you next Wednesday after you had a chance to watch it. Let's see. Those pictures, those are great pictures. Looking forward to another Friday interview drop. Yes, yeah. I wish we could do a premiere with her, but it's 2 a.m. When I'm dropping that video, it'll be 2 a.m. No matter what time, we're just so far, we're so far back, apart, I should say. Doses of Shani. Yes. The word treat is for dog. That's what they say. We say that to our kids at school, a treat. That it's just like a kid, something the kids would say. Calamity Jane, how are you? She says, hey, TikTok seems to create a lot of chaos in this space. So most of these clips will be a first for me. Yeah, they are creating what do you call it? Chaos. It's ridiculous though. Where the lady, nope. And the one even said she lost naturally. That's another thing. They say, I lost naturally. Now, what do you think about that when people say I lost naturally? Do you take that as a dig? To me, I didn't take it as a dig. I take it as kind of like, at first I used to take it as like a dig, but now I feel like if you are watching people with the idea that I could do it too, it is nice to know if they've lost natural or not. That's just my own opinion. Do people have to tell you? Absolutely not. What do you guys think? When people say, I've lost weight loss, not even being asked, they just volunteer that. Is that offensive to you guys? What will they do? Yeah, if they started gaining, they'll be on GLP-1s and not telling anybody, Paula. That's what they'll do. I said to myself, I see a lot of people who are struggling, some of these celebrities, and all of a sudden they're slim and trim. They're taking a GLP-1. Seems like they've always existed, just highlighted on TikTok via the SkinnyTok of it all. Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. Did the same workouts, but they couldn't lose, and I could. That really taught me empathy and to not judge others. Yes. Good for you, Dee Dee, setting a new goal after going through all you did in December, which I can relate. Yeah, I call it the disastrous December. Yes, I do. But that's okay. You know what? Life happens, and you got to just learn how to deal with it, which I'm sure, like your situation with your health, and you just gotta, come back like Rocky, Rocky Balboa. Remember him? I'm not panicking over the number of over the scale. Your first choice was when you were naturally hungry, is naturally healthier instead of highly processed food, more mindful in general. Yes. And I love this about our community. Okay, Darium, messy middle Darium. I love this. Unpopular opinion. He says the GLP-1 community has to be careful not to become bullies. Some folks have all or nothing thinking. Not anyone in particular. Happens there, happens anywhere. Happens there, happens anywhere. Yes. I would agree with that too. I would agree with that, Darium. Some people do have all or nothing opinions. Very true. Very true. So I love the way you remind us and keep us in tow. Canadian Queen. Oh, I got a sticker shock. This new year, my cost went from 60. What? Alicia, it went from 60 to 550. I have to figure out how to keep going with my injections. Jeez, Louise. I mean, really, really, really. Okay, so I am curious to know what you're going to do. And it can happen to any of us. 60 to $554. Jeez, Louise. I mean, let me soak that up in here. Okay, so I hope you worked that out and figured that out. That's a big jump. That's a car note. That's part of a mortgage. That's like 2 or 3 months of groceries, depending on where you shop. Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. We got to encourage you. I hope it works out for you. And like I said, that could be any of us. So if you come up with a good solution, Alicia, or if anybody has something she could do or try, please let her know. Let us know. I just love my color. I'm sorry, I got to do this. You can do what you look at my nail polish. You can even see my pink nails, the pink nails of it all. You can do what you want to do in living color. Dun, 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 in living color. Remember that? Remember living color? That was good. That was when TV was good. Now people are watching you on YouTube. Hi, people. Okay, so we got to play this game. Okay, wait a minute. Canadian Queen says Lily has a discount card. They will take 25 to 40 off the cost. My 12.4 dropped from $830 down to $577. Thank goodness. Okay, very good. All right, all right. Yes, Brenda, the medication supports me making better health choices. Yes, very good. She says, I think whoop-de-doo. I love that. I love that. The I don't care of it all. Yes, because they specifically say no drugs, all natural. Yes, yes, yes. Or when they say, but yeah, yes, because they say all natural. Yeah. Canadian Queen, was that after the price drop they announced for Canada? I'm switching to Z soon. Okay, all right. Wait, let me go back up there. Let me make sure I get this. Let that sit in. They have a discount card. $830. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Jeez Louise. All right. Okay, so let's see. All right, so let's play a quick game because it's 9:57. Oh, okay. I'm not so far behind in the comments. Okay. Darian Mel says, who's treating you bad out there? I'm gonna have to straighten them out. Yes, your big sisters, Mel. Are you older than me though? Maybe I'm your little sister. Your big sisters, we're gonna have to come up in there and be like, oh no, you don't. Only male can mistreat you, Daria. Sorry. How about that? Okay, so let's play a game. All right, so before we play the game, though, I just want to say TikTok believes that fast weight loss is better. I'm here to tell you no. And there's research to show that when you lose slow and steady, it's more helpful. And you might want to say, that's not true, Diva. Now, I'm not saying my brother Round Mound is wrong for losing because he was doing all the things and he was working it out. That's key. While he was losing weight, he didn't just lose all the weight and then go to the gym. He was doing it all along. So we love that. But research says that people who lose weight more slowly, now this is not all people, they preserve more muscle, right? Because we know fast weight loss is going to reduce that, and any weight loss, right? And it's going to reduce that muscle unless you are just really pinpointing it in. And even then, you still may lose some muscle. Experience less metabolic experience a metabolic slowdown, which I can attest to that. I did that, and I wasn't losing fast, but I wasn't eating enough protein and I wasn't eating enough calories. Have higher long-term weight loss maintenance rates. So listen to that. If you want to do better in maintenance, you got to go slow and steady. So if you're a fast responder, whatever you're doing now, if you're on 10, you got to stay on 10. You got to stay on 10. Because if you don't stay on 10, it might not pan out for you as well. Now, this is not everybody. I know my girl Doses of Shawnee is up in here and she's losing fast and furious. I would say her body is really responding. That doesn't mean this is her, but it could be. So you just have to keep an eye out on that. Long-term obesity studies show that the rate of loss matters less than consistency and habit formation. Now, this is so key for keeping your weight off beyond 2 to 5 years. Let me say that again, slow for the people in the back, because did you hear me? It says long-term obesity studies show that the rate of loss matters less than consistency and habit formation for keeping your weight off long term. So that means my girl Shawnee that's losing, doing it and doing it and doing it fast and well, right? It's saying that, you know, she's consistent with what she's doing and she's forming those good healthy habits, she's going to probably be able to keep her weight off, or the majority of it, for beyond the 2 to 5 years. So that'll be interesting to see. So we got to check in with you in 5 years. So slow responders often are building the exact habits that they require for maintenance. How about that? So if you're a slow responder and you're doing it and doing it and doing it like the healthy way, right? With the care of a doctor, you're getting that protein, you're getting that sleep, you're hitting those macros, that protein, you're eating that first, you're getting the sleep, you're strength training, you're doing some cardio for your heart and for your fat, you're doing all the things, you have a better chance. Now we know that food, what gets people, and this is what I'm learning, is that food noise coming back, right? You can, everything else is going well, but once you get that food noise back, that's when people have to decide, am I going to go up, to titrate up? A lot of titration upwards is happening because people are getting the food noise back. And I'm going to say that food noise has not come back, but it might be creeping on my door, because guess what's back? The cravings for things. And it's because I introduced some of those sweet treats. And okay, I'm not a dog, but I'm going to use the word treats. I, introduced some of those sweet things into my diet that I was counting out in December more than usual. And so I really think it just started to develop the craving. So I'm going to need to do have to do what do you call that? Kind of a reset, where you reset your taste buds, because my taste buds wants sweet things now. I'm craving the sweet things. So, and I know that's because I indulged over that month of December. So yeah, I really believe that. So that's something that I got to work with myself, and that's okay. I'm going to do it. Yeah. So, now Alicia's in Canada. Don't they say you could get the injections and the medication cheaper in Canada? Can somebody let her know that? Because I've heard that. We got to look that up for her. What I did was split my dose just to maintain until I got through Christmas. Okay, very good. I hope your doctor is okay with you doing that, but it definitely sounds like a smart move to, be able to hold on to that. Okay, I read that. And I only think that I think that when they say it, okay, as a dig. Yeah, because some people do say it as a dig. Thanks for letting me know, Canadian Queen. It's good to know the discard count helps. I'm hoping those generic semaglutide options will put more downward pressure on Lilly up here. Okay. Now, Eli Lilly just today had an earnings call, and they are blowing things out of the water. They are doing so well with these GLP-1s. And what I love about Eli Lilly is that they are looking beyond GLP-1. They're looking at different things and down their pipeline with medications. They're trying to, right now, they just bought a company that's going to help people who can't hear again. And I know we've had some technology. It reminds me, do you guys ever watch The Bionic Woman, Jamie? And she had the bionic ear. That's one of my favorite shows. I might have to check that out on YouTube. I used to love The Bionic Woman and who knew about The Bionic Woman and the $6 Million Man? So I used to love that show. But remember, Jamie injured her ear and she could hear. It reminds me of Eli Lilly. They're trying to bring that technology here. And now I've heard over the years, people have been able to hear and maybe see a little something. But because of AI and because of all the latest technology, they bought this company for $1 billion. That's, and they've already had success with it. So can you imagine Eli Lilly has people hearing, or whatever the headline would be? Geez Louise. They're also, remember I reported about this months and months ago in the summer. I remember that they had bought this company that's supposed to develop a way for you to have GLP-1 effects without losing muscle and not actually gaining muscle. Can you believe that you can take a medication that is going to help you gain muscle? And now I guess our closest thing besides weights and creatine is, those are the two things that's going to help us now. But this medication, it'd be like a pill or an injection you can take that's going to help with that. So they're developing some things down the pipeline. And I think and they're planning, because they know competition is coming. They know they're not going to have these patents forever. If you listen to their earnings call, you guys might be saying, I don't own Eli Lilly stock, but you're taking their treatment. And I say, maybe next time I'll post it when they have an earnings call. We talk about it in the stock club, but I think that's something everybody should know and listen to, because that's going to let you know and give you a signal on if they're dropping these meds, right? You got to really be on that. I just saw the headlines. I didn't really get into the earnings call of it all. That's probably what I'm going to dig into this weekend. But yeah, I like that kind of stuff. So it's just interesting. It's interesting to see like where all this is going and where it's coming from. I lost fast, but I was doing all the things, getting in all the nutrients, and started strength training prior to the GLP-1. Excellent job. So let's give her some confetti. And Shani is a content creator. You might want to go over to her channel and check out her journey. You've been posting some nice pictures too of yourself. I love that. I love the fact that you're taking whole body pics with your boys. I just love that. Let's see. It's not cheaper in Canada, especially since there's no compound options up here. Okay. But do you have the quick pen in Canada? Don't you have the quick pen? So don't you have options that way? Not that that's helping with the price, but next thing you know, I'll be seeing you doing all the I don't know, Cookie. Jeez, Louise. I told you I really have to be just like get my mind right with those interviews. Jeez, Louise. Okay. Oh, Mounjaro's in cheap in Canada. My insurance won't cover. Okay. All right. Well, geez, unfortunately, I did that for a year and I gained weight. They cover Ozempic. Yeah. I took Ribelsis, which is the pill form of Ozempic, so I get it. That was a different feeling. I just love the Tirzepatide so much better for me. All right, let's play this quick game and then we're out of here. So this game, what is this game going to be called? Let's call this, myth or GLP-1 reality. So let me write this down. You're either going to say myth or you're going to say a GLP-1 reality. I'm going to write this in the chat just in case you guys forget. So myth, or just in case I forget too. Myth or GLP-1 reality. How about that? I love a good quiz. This is not really a quiz. This is, did I spell it right? I hope I spelled it right. Okay. All right. This is just to keep our minds fresh, a way to kind of recap. I love a good recap, right? So you can kind of remember, because I really ultimately want to be a learning channel. I'm telling my story, but I'm also want to educate, and I'm learning as well too. So there's that. All right, so when I say I give a statement, you're going to tell me, is it a myth or is it a GLP-1 reality? And I may ask you to explain if you are inclined to do so. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, how about this? Is this a myth or reality? Let me put it up there. I thought I clicked it. Myth or GLP-1 reality. If the scale stalls, the medication isn't working. Oh, this is a good one. What do you guys think about that? Now, this is the smartest chat in all of GLP-1 land. So what is it? What do you think? If the scale stalls, and Paula, you should know this, Paula, the medication isn't working. I called out my girl, Paula, because we talk about the scale being stalled a lot. I just love Paul. Polly Paul, brother Paul. I love it. Okay, what do you guys think? So this is the chance to reinforce what we know. All right, so we have, let people get their comments in. Yeah, competition brings the prices down. Absolutely. Okay. All right, they're coming in. I'm about to read them out loud. Give me a second. You guys are so nice looking people. Jeez Louise, up in this chat. Okay, let's start with Brother Paul. He says a myth. Well, he says myth. myth. We got myth. Roots is in the house. How are are you? We got myth. Darium. Oh, okay. He's putting the prompt in there. Okay, myth. Myth. How about let's am I gonna do that? I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Okay, so Darium, I saw Darium was on Instagram. Are we in the chat? I'm in so many things. I don't know what I've got going on, but Darium. Darium says put this prompt in and we had about 70 people watching. Now we're down to 49. So you 49 people out there, capture this prompt, screenshot it, put it in chat GTP, and add it as your profile pic. And then when we come back on Wednesday, we're going to look at them. Now you can put your real one up or your whatever you want, or you could post it. Send it to me and I'll post it on my community post. How about that? So I saw Mel has a cute one. Darium, yours is awesome. Darium, yours is good looking. Jeez Louise. And Darium's trying to get chose with his. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to do that, put this prompt in there. And we're gonna be all cartoon. Now I might show up on my live stream as a cartoon. Would you be freaked out if I did that? Jeez Louise, I would do it too. Would you guys be freaked out if I did that? Jeez Louise. Okay, so we got a lot of myths. Thanks, Darium. Darium, you got us on a mission for the next live. We're coming back. So, I do want to say next week, I'm going to be live Wednesday, and I'm also going to be live on a special live on Friday. I'm doing a Valentine's kind of thing. So if you are a lady, we're going to be talking about the hormones of it all. We're going to be talking about dating. We're going to be talking about singles, but we're going to talk about the married people too. We're going to have some fun. I have a couple of special guests. Now you'll see when they submit their thumbnail pictures. I have a couple of special guests. I might have a fourth guest that's coming on. This fourth guest is wow. If they can't come on, I'm going to have them call me and try to do an interview, try to get them to say what they want to say. I'm going to try to get them to say it so that I can share it on Friday. So I'm trying to work on something for Saturday where I'm not going to be in the live, but I'm going to have something live going on. Do you know what I'm saying? So you guys, yeah, just leave. You guys, if you just knew how this brain worked here, you would be like, Dee Dee, what are you doing? Yes. Yeah. So yeah, Darium did. So Darium started. We're gonna keep it going. You did a great one too. I love that you got ChatGPT all the way together. Yes. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, do that. I'm gonna put up a reminder, but anybody that's in the chat, I'm gonna put that up again. I'll put it on my community post. You're gonna make that, and we're gonna see everybody's. Isn't that gonna be cool? We're all gonna be characters on our thing. So yes. So again, we got to think of something special. What are we gonna do that's special? I don't know. I'll think of something, but we're gonna make it fun. Next week. Okay. All right. Next Wednesday, be there or be square with your character. So I'll caricature. So I'll put it up, and just as a reminder, I'll put the prompt up. Yeah. So Nora's emailing me. Nora, are you interviewing? I told anybody who wants to interview, email me. What's her name? Somebody, what's the whatever the lady last week who had the book, she never emailed me. So yeah, and I get a lot of emails. So but yeah, none was from her. So if you email me, I definitely will email you back, Paula. Thank you. Okay, all right, very good. You said they get ChatGTP gave you. Well, redo it. You got to tell them, and then you could just say, take the chins off. Like, tell them I don't have two chins. Do it over, please, ChatGTP. ChatGTP will do what you tell it to do. Now that I know, So yeah, you just got to tell it. Okay, so you guys were right. That is a myth. Okay, that's the myth of it all. What about this one? Slow weight loss helps preserve muscle. Is that a myth or is that reality? Hello, how are you? How are you doing? Oh my God, Country Carolina girl. Now, if you were following her when she was Tommy Life Bite, right? Tommy Bites Life or Tommy Life Bites. But now she's changed her name. So you gotta go and check her out. Geez, Louise, you making ladies in their 50s look darn good. We love it. And I'm just gonna say I'm 53. If anybody want to shout their age out in the chat, put your age in the chat if you're proud of your age. I know some women are like, I don't tell my age. You know the reason why I do? Because I'm more and more people I see are passing on earlier than they should. So I think if God gave you the age, you need to own it. Own it, own it, own it. They say age is nothing but a number, and it could be depending on how you live your life. It really could be. How about that? It certainly will let you know whether chat knows who you are. Yes, that's so true because it does the little details in the back. That is so funny. If I don't like my picture, though, I'm not going to put mine up. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not even going to lie about that. Okay, so people are saying reality. This is the smartest chat in all of GLP-1 land because you are right. You have a better chance of, she said reality for me. Yes. And actually, it helps with the skin, too. She said, I see you, Tommy. Yes. So, Tommy, I hope you could come to the DD's meetup because I would love to meet you as well. Okay, so people are saying reality. You guys are right. This is the smartest chat in all of GLP-1 land. You turn. Okay, so wait. 57 on March 2nd. I love that. Very good. Okay, we're twins with the birthday ages. We are 53. You said 53 on oh, wait a minute. We gotta sing happy birthdays. Wait a minute. I did not know that. Happy birthday, Margie. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Love it. Happy birthday. I hope you had the best day ever. Very good. 53. Geez, Louise, can you believe you're 53? I can't believe I'm 53. I still think I'm like in my 30s and 40s. I'm thankful for my age of 56. Absolutely. Very good. Yes. I love that. 53. And you look great. We all look great. 58. You're 58. Oh my God, Tracy, look at you. You look so much younger. Geez, Louise, I always say we are aging like fine wine. How about that? 50. Oh my goodness. You the big 5. Oh, we love that for you. Geez, Louise, you look young too. All you guys look so much younger than your age. 56. Okay, you're saying reality. Okay. Brenda is 108. Mine is 58. I don't know. I'm just making up a number. Okay. You just turned Paula, you are not 65. Wow. I love that. Geez, Louise. Okay, you make me want to turn for 65. If I can look like that, I'm all right. Dee Dee, remember we are age twins. Yes. Oh gosh, there's a lot of 53-year-olds too. We love that. 49 and fabulous. I love it. So you're gonna have a 50th birthday. I love that for you. Okay, so yeah, Cookie, you got to email me because you didn't come to the meetup meeting. So I was like, where is my girl Cookie? Okay, all right. So Brenda said 108 and feeling great. You are not 108. You are so welcome. It's good to see you in the chat. I was losing fast and intentionally slowed it down because it was causing too much skin for me. Yeah, okay, very good. So somebody who did not want the hanging skin, I think that's a smart move, actually. Yes. Oh, whose birthday? Is it Canadian Queen's birthday? Who else's birthday is it? Oh, no, Mel is saying that to her. Okay, I misinterpreted that. Okay. People are saying happy birthday. Mel to the B. Mel is looking good. Oh, my gosh. We love that, Mel. You are goals. We love you. Let's see. 58 and 58. Look at you two. 58 and 58. You guys look young. Jeez, please. If I was 58 looking like you two, I would be walking around with like a necklace. Well, I'm never gonna take off my heart cross necklace, but that's a second close. I would be wearing my age. And people be like, 58, yes, honey, that's how old I am. Can you believe it? Jeez, Louise, I love that. Love that for you guys. Jeez, Louise. All right, so who else is telling us, reporting in? We got 62 where? Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. All right, yeah, she's in our age twin. So we're triplets, right? Because that's 3 people. Brother Paul is 21. We love that for you, Paul. I know that's right, Paul. Remember it used to be a thing. How are you? Oh my goodness, Hermione, how are you? It's nice to see you in the chat. All right, very good. Yes, people are telling Mel she looks amazing. It's still in the morning. Okay, very good. I wonder what's the time difference. This must be a big gap there. People are saying, hello, 58, looking great. You're 58. I love that. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. You guys are awesome, 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 awesome. When I was younger, I thought in your 50s was so old. Now, 50 seems on the younger end of the spectrum to me. I don't really think old until you're like 80, 90. I'm going to be honest. That's really what I think. I think 50s, 60s, and 70s still. You can be fresh to death at 70. I shouldn't say fresh to death, but you know what I'm saying. So fresh and so clean. I love to say that. But yeah, I think it's just, awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see. Paula got Dee Cho. Yes, I like these Louise. She looks so good. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. Let's see. What did she say? Pammy Whammy, how are you, Pammy? Oh, she says, just sorry, I just crept in at the end, was at the hair salon. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you, Pammy Whammy, I just always have loved you. Plus, you're a fellow teacher. We just got that in common. But I'm telling you, you have just captured my heart after interviewing you. I just thought your interview was awesome, amazing. You were just so honest, so transparent. And I just hope people are over there checking out your story on your channel because you just have a great story to tell. I just love that. Love that for you. Hopefully you guys are watching my girl Taisha. Her interview was awesome as well. I love when people are just so open, so honest, so transparent about what's going on with them. And it's hard to do, right? It's hard to do because you feel like you're being judged. And so I just love when people do that. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you said 63 looks good on me. Wait a minute. Are you 58 or 63? Jeez, whichever one. It's amazing. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Who is this? My girl, Gail. 50-pound goal. Gail, you hit your 50-pound goal. Let's give you some confetti. That is so awesome. We love that for you. Oh my goodness. This is amazing, amazing, amazing. Gail, that's a huge milestone. Wait a minute. We got to give you some confetti and some applause. May the applause be with you. That is amazing. Good for you. I know you must feel good. One thing I love about the queens in this community, y'all proudly wear y'all age. Y'all look fine as fine. I say the same thing. Yes, 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 yes. They look so darn good. Okay, all right. I want to look like Paula. Paula, you are goals. Geez, Louise, you look good. That is just, seriously. She says, you are all beautiful in your own ways. Beautiful humans. I agree. And just people are just the nicest, most supportive. Okay, let's do a couple more and then we're out of here. What about this one? This was a good one. You should never feel hunger on the GLP-1. Is that myth or GLP-1 reality? You should never be hungry. Now, I'm curious to see are you guys, tell us the real answer, not the school book answer. You should never be hungry on a GLP-1. And do you think that's a myth or is that reality? Her dimples, Cookie's dimples are everything. I tell my daughter I'm trying to get Cookie dimples, and I go like that. And sometimes they do look like they can be dimply, but you know, look at this. This is just, oh geez, Louise. I just can't imagine how my face is gonna look when I really slim down to where I want to be. I can't even imagine. I'm gonna have to have a plan in place. Um, ooh, Andrea comes in with the myth. Hunger is natural. I love it. Okay, all right. Because I feel like people think that they have to be, people feel like that they should never be hungry. As soon as they are hungry, they want to, because you got to know the difference between hunger and the food noise of it all, right? And I feel like sometimes people think that they can't be hungry on this GLP-1, and really you can. All right, so you guys, let me see. You're saying a myth, 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 myth. Okay. Myth, 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 all these myths. Oh my God. Kim, how are you, Kim? All right, Andrea, I love the picture you got going on. Love it. Okay, she's laughing at Cookie. He said that's a GLP-1 reality. No, it is not. You know, some people said they never even felt appetite suppression on the GLP-1. Can you believe that? I'm like, daggone it. Jeez, Louise. Not a plan in place. Yes, I need a plan in place. Can you imagine? You know, this all flattens down. Like, what is it going to look like? Jeez, Louise. I don't even know. You know, I'm trying to get the clavicle of it all. I'm getting the turkey neck going on, but that's okay. You know, I'm gonna be on here with 1,000 creams. You're gonna be like, stop promoting stuff, Dee Dee. I'm trying to get free. I'm trying to get free stuff to like pull it in. Jeez Louise. No, I don't. But you know, I do have some things coming up that I'm going to be promoting because I use it, right? You know, people see what you wear and how you look and what's going on, and they send you things. And you know, a lot of the things I turn down, but it's a couple of things on my radar that I'm going to be sharing with you. And it's not Ayuga. Ayuga is a staple because I'm trying to move those buns, but not lose those buns totally, but move those buns. But yeah, it's funny. But you know, I don't know. I have to see what's a good cream looks like. And you know how like when you see people who have great skin, I don't know how much of that is genes. Because if you have good genes, what is appetite suppression? When you have good genes, you know, that's just you just have an up on us that don't, right? And I think I do have pretty good genes. I will say my mom had nice skin. My dad had nice skin too, or has nice skin. So yeah, there's that. My daughter started her journey 2 weeks ago and lost 19 pounds in 2 weeks. Jeez Louise, I'm so happy for her. She's working out more and correcting me in my working bad. All right, let's give your daughter some confetti. Now that's some fast and furious weight loss right there. Jeez Louise. All right, yay to your daughter. Okay, I wonder if she's going to keep up at this pace. Yeah, that is a lot of weight. That's amazing. Okay, all right. Well, tell her that she might want to slow it down at some point because she doesn't want to have like that hanging skin. I don't know how much she has to lose, but yeah, that's just the one danger. I'm going to show you this. Well, no, I'm not going to show because I wouldn't want people to show my picture. But this lady's on Instagram. I don't know. I think she's on Instagram and she has like a lot of hanging skin. She lost 300 something pounds and she could just pick all her belly up like it's a bunch of, you know, it's shriveled looking skin and she could just like jiggle it. You're jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You're jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. Dun 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 dun. I love that song. So, you know, I was like, I say to myself, would I want to be bigger and have the weight, not 400, 500 pounds, no. But or would I want to have the hanging skin where where you have to like pick up your like pick it up, not just like it lays there. It just is so much. It droops down to your knees. Would you want? Would you guys want that hanging skin where you lost so much weight it comes down to your knees? Now, some people say, "Well, I could just get it cut off and have surgery." But what if something happens and you can't have the surgery, or you can't afford to have it? Nobody will do it because you might have other health things going on. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I did surgery, but what if you can't have the surgery? What if, so let's ask in a different way. What if you knew that you could not have surgery, that was not possible? You either had to lose the weight and deal with the weight, deal with the hanging skin, or keep the weight. Which one would you do? That's a real question. Where are the real answers at? Let's see. No surgery is not an option. You got to do either or. You said she will have surgery, insurance will pay. Well, yeah, but let's just say you couldn't. What would you do? Because I've seen some people who've lost a lot of weight and said if they would have known that they had that much skin, they would have not dropped down that much weight. Darium has an experience. I haven't experienced appetite suppression yet. Neither has Nora. I have had appetite suppression the last 2 weeks. It's like Mounjaro decided to be real. Well, good for you. I know you. That's like a good feeling, right? I am hoping I lose some of my booty. It seems to be the last place to be losing. Okay, all right. Well, good for you. Hopefully you can do it. She will slow. Well, I believe you can do it. She will slow it down like me. She was close to 300. I talked to her about it. We can't lose it all fast because we did not gain it fast. Okay, very good. So you've talked to her as a mom who knows what she's talking about. We love that. Okay, I read that, Andrea. Okay. I love that she is correcting you now and working out more. That's the best way. Yes, very good. I don't want that at all. I will just get off. Be careful what you ask for. I want some of mine back. Oh, okay, okay. You rather have the loose skin? Okay. Let's see. Lose the weight. Okay. Lose less so I would be healthier, but not all the skin. See, that's kind of like my strategy, but I don't want to like derail myself either. I want to keep my booty and top. Just lose that perimenopause spare tire. Lord, it's like my gut has a top gut now. Okay, what's up with that? I don't know. What's up with that? You are so welcome, my friend Pam. Can I lose some weight? It costs more for surgery because the more fat they have to take off, the more it will cost. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm going to repost that the interview I did. Good night, Darium. I'm going to repost that. Are you guys over there checking out the Messy Middle Darium Substack? Next time we meet, Darium, we're going to put that in the chat when you come in so we could get more people over there. All right, so let's do one more. Then we're out of here like Darium. Our last one is maintenance should be practiced during weight loss. Ooh, that's a good question. Maintenance should be practiced during weight loss. Good night, Miss Andrea. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, this is our last question. Is this myth or reality? Maintenance should be practiced during weight loss. Is this a myth or is this a reality? This is a good question. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, you said you agree. Okay, all right. Reality. Okay. This is for my maintenance ladies in the house. Maintenance should be practiced during your weight loss. Is this a myth or GLP-1 reality, Mel? Okay. Can I lose a little and then not deal with the loose skin? Okay, Nora, I get that. All right. Paula is saying, yes, his Substack is good. Very good. We love that. Okay. All right. You guys are very smart. Ooh, okay. You guys have to go follow her journey too. She's doing a great job. You did lose fast too. Very good. Okay, so let's go to the comments. People are saying agree, reality, 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 reality. She says, Sweet Bee says, well, maintenance means you're not in a deficit, but the healthy habits and lifestyle should be throughout. Yes. And that is the key. That's the reason why. That is it. You are so smart, Miss B. Sweet B. Reality, because with 15 pounds ago, I have been practicing now. Very good. So that is it. So guys, you know, and I had to think about this when I first was reading about this, because they say you should be practicing maintenance while you're in the weight loss zone. Okay, so bellflower, because we talk about maintenance a lot. I should be practicing that now, because when I'm in maintenance, I'm hopefully having all those habits transform to maintenance. Now I know in maintenance you probably have to tweak the calories of it all, right? You're no longer in that deficit because you're not trying to lose, but all those healthy lifestyle choices should be following you into maintenance. So you should be practicing maintenance while losing weight. So it's not maintenance, you know, oh, I lost weight, now I need a maintenance plan. It should be still, you know, and I feel like Mel has done that. She just kept doing what she was doing. She, you know, adjusted her calories to the, way she was working out. Same with Simply Taisha. I know she's been doing that. So yeah, I can see how that would be something that you would be doing all along. So there's that. There we go. So that is it. So guys, now you guys know about SkinnyTok. If any of you find it out there, if I would say, if you just don't want to be annoyed, some people watch it, like Jen F said, for entertainment. But if you don't want to be annoyed, don't go search it out. But if you look it up on YouTube, you will see they have a whole compilation and a lot of videos, and you will see what people are out there saying. And we say no SkinnyTok. We say GLP-1, slow and steady is a great way to go. If you're losing fast and furious and you're doing it healthy, you know, that's good for you. And I just want to also reiterate, you know, congratulations to everybody. I'm going to give everybody in the chat some super applause. This is just a good job for, you know, all your hard work so far on this journey. And we want to just make sure that people know slow and steady is a good way to lose that weight. Don't get frustrated if you hit a speed bump in the road or you hit a stall and you're not losing. You just stick with the plan, stick with your healthy habits, and eventually you will get out of the stall. And I would say, you know, I'm not a doctor, hashtag not a doctor, but I would tell you, before you just titrate up really quick, I would say, think about what you're doing, and if you're really doing all the things you need to be doing, and consult with the doctor. That's the most important thing you could do, is consult with the doctor. And I'm going to put those just disclaimers as we head out of here, because I don't want people saying I'm thinking I'm a doctor, this and that. I gave them some advice. You know, I always say consult with your actual doctor. Mel, can you post those again at the bottom? What is Shawnee saying? I've hit macros and work out 5 to 6 days a week up until I went to this 7.5. Fatigue was kicking in, but these past few weeks, hopefully I'm back on track. You lost 82 in 8 months. Yeah, you're one of the people I used as an example. You know, because I knew you were losing fast from watching your channel. So go check out Doses of Shawnee, also on her channel. Where's Brother Paul? Brother Paul, are you still in here? Now you guys have to go to Brother Paul's chat. Where's Brother Paul? If you're still in here, Brother Paul, say something so I can put your channel name. Jen, you are a trip, girl. You are such a trip. She said, I'm about to go watch SkinnyTok right now. Jeez, Louise, I gotta get Shawnee. I don't know where Shawnee's comment is. Do you guys see the time her comment was, so I could click? Oh, here it is. Okay, geez, Louise, I was trying to get it off so that I could see. Is Brother Paul still in here? Brother Paul, if you're in here, say something. I don't see him. I gotta find his little thingy. What is who said something wild, Brenda? Okay, so let's put up these disclaimer. Thank you for another great show. Good night, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you so much. Thanks. I avoid the SkinnyTok. Yes. All right, so before we head out, here are our disclaimers. The content discussed may be triggering for some viewers. If you or someone you know is struggling with a binge eating disorder, please seek help from a qualified healthcare professional. I can't say that enough. I want you to make sure you do that. Of course, all my videos, especially this one, is for educational and informational purposes only. This does not constitute medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult with a medical doctor for advice. Everybody should be doing that. I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Okay. Yes, Paul, Brother Paul, go check out Brother Paul's channel. Brother Paul has this GLP-1 song that I just love. It is when you go click on his live streams, you'll see it. Check him out. He's given some great videos here, especially lately, Paul. I feel like you've been on it, Brother Paul, talking about all things GLP-1, talking about, he's given us tips. He's also given us some things about these GLP-1 streets too. Some things about the GLP-1. And I don't know, Paul, are you on that? There's a men's panel on Tuesday night. I believe it's this coming up Tuesday. And I think Paul is going to be on there. And those guys are going to be talking about just men's health and men taking the GLP-1 and men's health in general. So you want to check that out. That's on the Round Mound of Zepbound's channel. So I just want you guys to just have a great week. I will see you guys on Friday. Well, I won't see you on Friday, but Joe will. You'll be hopefully watching Joe's video. Check out my video for tomorrow. And check that out for tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be talking about the menopause of it all. And then next week, I have some cool things planned too. So I'm excited. I'm excited. So go check out my guy, Paul. And I will see you guys on next Wednesday. And don't forget the caricatures. Remember, we're doing that. So check my community post. We're going to meet up with our characters on next Wednesday. That's going to be so fun. It's going to be close to Valentine's Day. If you need a hug, come here next Wednesday, a virtual hug. All right, everybody. Thank you. Love you guys. Good night. Thank you, Grant, for becoming a member. Let's put that up. Grant. Thank you, Grant. Bye.